Hi everyone, this is Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to ask my spirit guides for some love messages for my no contacts, low communication, somebody that you may be thinking of, wondering what they're thinking and feeling. We are going to be using some initials and we are going to be using some charms, so we'll get some loving messages. But what does your person want you to know at this time? What does Spirit have for you for guidance? And what are the intentions around this connection? So let's call in our guides. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here for the first time. Spirit, I call upon you for some loving messages. What is it that you need us to know? What is it that you want me to hear today? I am listening for you now. I know I have to make a decision. It's in my face. Okay, so a decision, right? You know, just this, maybe you're waiting. Maybe they told you, I just need time to decide. So that's always that open-ended waiting period, because they didn't really cut the cord. They didn't tell you it was over. They just said, I need some time to think about things. So that could be what's going on. I am protecting you from myself. I don't want to hurt you any further. So that feels like somebody who says, it's almost like the reason why they want out is they say, yeah, I don't want to hurt you. Well, yeah, what do you think is going to happen? But it is a sense of, you know, they just don't know how to say, I don't want to be in this connection anymore. So they're trying to come up with, to let you off the hook easy, you know, so they come up with things to say that they think will sound better to you. You're better off just hearing, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. That's it. I don't want to be here. You know, I'm not happy. I haven't been happy for a while. But it's coming into me more as they left you hanging. Okay, they left you hanging. They left you in limbo, however you want to say it. So it's kind of this, you know, what's going to happen next. So I can't move backwards. I can't move forward because I'm in limbo. So that, I think that's harder. I think it's harder than knowing, you know, where you're headed. I'm depressed with my own life. So I'm not in a good space. Maybe that's true. Maybe you know that about them already. I'm at war with my inner demons. Please stay away for now. This battlefield is not the right place for you. So your person could be really struggling. They could be struggling with addictions, personal problems, wounds, financial issues. They're saying things are looming over their head. So it feels more like nothing is going right in their life energy. You know, it could be going fine, but they think nothing is going right in their life. It's kind of like doom and gloom energy. But right now they could be just saying, I just can't deal with anything other than what's going on in my own life. I can't deal with your life too. So that's when you say, I don't really have a partner. And that's hard because you need to take care of each other and help each other. I'm fighting my feelings for you. So I'm pushing you away because I'm trying to take care of myself first, but is that really the best thing for me? Maybe they were relying on you too much. Maybe they felt like they were becoming too codependent on you. Please let me go. I need my space. I can not give you what you need. That's usually a classic. I want you to be happy. You could be happy with somebody else. I can't give you what you need. You know, that's usually the kind of way that somebody will say something to let you off the hook. Life is too short to stress about love. Yeah, it shouldn't be hard, right? Loving somebody shouldn't hurt. And loving you shouldn't hurt is how I feel. And that's something that I'm struggling with because you've left me in limbo. And how long am I going to feel this way is really what I'm feeling right now. Battle is all I know. It is hard for me to put down my sword and choose my heart instead. So there is a feeling of they're fighting these feelings. Like it's not, I guess they're second guessing themselves. Like, am I making the right decision? Did I make the right decision? And maybe they need time to think about it. I never thought I could ever feel this way about someone again. So they could be struggling with, did I make the right decision by, if they pushed you away or they just said, I need a break to make a decision. So, yeah, sometimes people just need that space. It doesn't make sense for people who are good communicators because usually just say, well, we can talk this out. We can figure it out together. But there are a lot of people out there that's not how they solve problems. They go off and be by themselves and they figure out what they want and then they come back. A lot of people do that. That's not what you want to hear. Failure to launch. We couldn't get things going. So maybe there was a conflict. Maybe there was no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get to you. My schedule, my time, my responsibilities. I can't spend the kind of time with you that I know that you deserve. I can't be there for you. I can't spend the weekends with you because I've got kids. I've got too much, responsibility. I thought I could. Maybe they had good intentions heading into this connection. I'm manifesting. I'm trying to help. I guess I'm asking spirit for help is how that came in more than anything. It was more of if it's meant to be, then I'll come back. If we're meant to be, then spirit will bring us back together again. Maybe we had a conversation like that. A gamble, about to take a risk to see you. Okay, is it risking? They're saying risking my heart to see you again. So are you pushing them away? Are you open to them appearing again? Is it, if I come back and we work things out and we're okay, am I going to break my own heart again? And so there's a sense of it's a risk. I think anybody feels that way. If somebody has been separated from you, taking them back for a second chance is more risky than even the first time when you first met them, because you already feel that feeling of they've walked away, they've left me. So they could do it again very easily. The impact, trying to make a positive impression on you. So I don't know. That came into me more as I'm trying. Like right now, this person could be trying to be in your good graces. They could be trying to win you back. They could be, just kind of figuring out, how could I win you back? So that could be going on in their mind. Maybe you don't want them. Maybe you said, you know what, it's going to take a tremendous amount to repair this, and I don't even know if you're capable of that. I have a Zen energy, reorganizing my priorities. I have been taking care of myself since you've been gone. Good for you. I have been relaxed. I have been enjoying my space. I have been healing. I have been realizing that, you were causing a lot of trauma or drama in my life. So maybe you've been taking care of yourself. Preparing, wants to slowly introduce you to the family. So that's telling me that maybe they were keeping this secret and that was hurtful to you. Like, how come I haven't met your family? How come I haven't met your friends? Are you embarrassed of me? Are we in a relationship? Do you admit that you're in a relationship with me? So maybe there was a feeling of you're not making me feel like I'm a part of your life. And maybe that's something that they're saying, yeah, maybe I should have done that, because it makes you feel worthy. It makes you feel respected. An open door. I'm leaving room for you to return. Welcome, Matt. Yeah, I'm risking my heart to see you again. So there's, I feel like we left it more on the terms of, give me some time to decide. Okay, let's not close this door, which I'm not really happy with sometimes, because I feel like it gives the other person an opportunity to play the field for a little while, figure out what they want. And if that doesn't work, they can come back. Okay. So, but the fact that you feel zen and you're taking care of yourself, maybe you're doing that. Maybe you're just living your life and saying whatever's meant to be will be. So that's okay too. Spirit, can I have some initials? I have the letter T. I have an S. I have a B. I have ears, but it always comes into me as a good listener. Okay. Like, will you listen to me if I come back? Will you listen and understand, what it is that I'm trying to tell you? I have the letter M. I have an R. I have a Q, a J. I have a W. I have affection. That came in as I miss your touch. Okay. I just miss touching you. It doesn't matter. Hug. I miss you touching me. I just miss, our connection. Nose. I miss your smell. That's a big one for a lot of people. Like, I swear I can smell you when you're not here, or I get a whiff of, your clothes, that you left behind, or something like that. I have bald. They could be bald or losing their hair, but it felt more like I'm pulling my hair out energy. So I could be upset. I could be, like I feel like I'm losing my head. I feel like I'm pulling my hair out. So they could be upset. I have fashionable. That's coming into me a little bit of I've been working on myself. I have been exercising. Maybe I've lost a little weight. Maybe I got some new clothes. Maybe I got a new hairdo. So it's a little bit of I'm trying to feel better about myself. Maybe because they feel like they're single, or we're not together, so they feel like they're self-improvement of some kind. But I do feel like I have been working on myself. I'm going to say it that way. I'm independent. I'm trying to be more independent, or I want to be independent. I don't want, there was a sense of this person felt like they were starting to rely on you too much, that they don't need somebody to take care of them. They don't need somebody to tell them what to do, or where to go, or what to say. So there's a sense of, I want my independence. And maybe that's why they pulled back. Maybe they're trying to regain some of their, if it's a divine masculine, it would be like, I'm regaining some of my masculinity, that I am in control of my own life and my own destiny, and I've got to make decisions for myself. So something like that. Spirit, please share with me. I have a King of Cups. I have a Page of Pentacles, a Queen of Pentacles. I have a Hanged Man and a Six of Wands. So the first thing that came into me is, I want you to work on yourself while I'm gone. I definitely felt this sense of, I haven't stopped loving you. I haven't stopped caring about you. I do want you to work on yourself, with the Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. And this feeling of, what would it take to win you again? This feeling of the Hanged Man. And I've given this a lot of time and thought and energy, thinking about you. And what would it take to win you back? So I feel like if they're doing anything, it's what would it take for this to work? Okay. In the meantime, I think they're thrilled if you're working on yourself. They're working on themselves. It was almost like I don't want it to turn into that we have anger against each other because of this space. I don't want it to turn into resentments against each other. So he or she is trying to focus on, I hope that you're learning and growing, and I hope I'm learning and growing. I'm doing the best I can is how it's coming into me. I have a 2 of Cups. It came in as I'm remembering how good we are together. So lots of memories. Maybe there's some bad, but there's more good. And that's what they're focusing on, which is great, because usually what happens is when you first leave somebody or you first decide that you don't want to be with that person, all you do is rattle off all the things that are wrong. Like, I don't like this, I don't like this, you know. And then over time, what happens is you kind of forget about those things and you start to realize the good. You start to miss the good. You miss your friend, you miss your person. And that is how I feel like Spirit just shared it with me. As I'm remembering how good we are together. So, I mean, that's positive. That is 100% positive. Spirit, tell me what you're feeling. Let's go to some feelings. Let's see what they want to say today. What are we feeling? I have to be in contact with you again because I miss you so much. Yeah, I'm remembering, you know, when we start to go down that path of I miss you, I miss your touch, I'm trying to win you back, I would be risking my heart to see you again. Somebody's giving some serious thought to what it would take to be together. We were too different. That's why I'm with someone similar to me. Maybe that they left you for somebody else. Maybe they walked away to see what they felt with somebody else. But Spirit's saying that isn't working now. That didn't work because either that person was too similar to them or now they're remembering what they had with you. And maybe it's better. It was better with you. You know, it's the grass isn't always greener on the other side feeling. I didn't realize I loved you until it was too late, and I'm sorry. I believe that we don't just stop loving somebody. Somebody who you were deeply in love with, somebody who you were intimate with, somebody who you shared your life with. I do feel like we can put that on pause and say we need a break. I do feel like we can part ways because it doesn't work anymore. But I don't believe deep down inside we stop loving each other and caring about each other. I think there's always a part of us that carries that person with us. And so when somebody says, I don't love you anymore, you know, are they doing it because they want to break away? And if they think that if they say that out loud, that helps them to break away. I just don't know. I mean, as humans, I think it's hard to just stop caring about somebody that you were once in love with. I think it can change over time, but I think there's always feelings. Can you be really mad at somebody and hate somebody and still love them? Yes, you can. It hurts to see online that you've moved on with your life. You know, at the same time, I'm happy that you're doing so well. I'm happy that you're taking care of yourself. I'm happy that you're growing. I'm happy that you're Zen. But I'm also kind of sad. I'm kind of sad that I'm missing out. It's that feeling of it's been so long and I have so much to tell you. And we used to tell each other everything. We used to know every single thing about my day, every single thing I did all day long or what was going on in my life. and now you've missed so much. So that's the feeling. It's I'm because I'm seeing you online still, or I'm getting little glimpses of what could be going on in your life. I'm realizing how much I'm missing. I don't really know what's going on with you because I'm not talking to you. So that's the hard part. I feel like that's what's starting to catch up to them is it's been so long that I need to find out what's going on with you. My heart always comes back to you, even when I don't want it to. They might think they don't want it to. They may think that it's not good for them, but they're fighting it for a reason. They're either fighting it because they're trying to be more independent within this connection. They're trying to live a life that they want and have you at the same time. You know, they've got to figure out how to have that balance, that they can have both. They can have the life that they want with you. It's just that, you know, they can't be single and have you if that's the life that they want. You know, you can't have their cake and eat it too. But it's a sense of, if their heart keeps saying, you're the person that I want, they're starting to question, why am I fighting this? Until the day arrives that they either realize they're fighting it for fear, they're fighting it for insecurity, they're fighting it for commitment, you know, so they've got to figure out why they're fighting it. Spirit just said, I don't want to tell you what to do, but it was allow them back in. If they come back, some of you, allow them back in enough so that you can understand what they're feeling at this time. And then you decide what it is that works for you. My hands just tingled. So allow them back in is how they're saying it. So we're going to put this out to the universe for today. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you are new to this channel, I'm so grateful that you were guided here. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Also, comment below, claim it, it's yours. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, check out my website at KathyMammelin.psychicmedium.com. And I have 2 other channels. I have my main channel and I have a pick a card channel, so you can check those out as well. Let's put this out into the universe. Let's see if this person is going to try to win you back. Okay, I feel like they're remembering how good we were together. So for today, I'm going to ask Spirit to guide you both. We'll see you soon.